Aloha, my name is Everett and I'm here to share a bit about myself and about the 5 key concepts of WRAP, Wellness Recovery Action Plan. First, I'd like to give a little bit more information on myself, and that back in the 1990s I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Today I still struggle with a lot of the symptoms that come with my mental illness, and you know, that would be like racing thoughts, sleepiness, overtired, not sleeping for many of nights, self-doubt, panic attacks, stress, anxiety, and the list goes on from there. I'm currently working at Central Oahu Mental Health, and I find it to be a great experience to be able to help others that have the same illness as myself, or just experiencing the same defeating thoughts, self-defeating thoughts, or maybe being in the same kind of crisis as myself. I have a long history of many things that I've worked through, and were able to succeed at, even though times may have been tough. And that's why I'm here, to share my story with you a little bit, and to hopefully be a part of this WRAP training that you folks are setting up. I think Hawaii is a great place for it. There are a lot of people here that need programs like this to survive. So today you're going to get a short preview on the gift that keeps on giving, WRAP. 5 key concepts. The first key concept is hope. Hope is a feeling that is wanted, accompanied by an expectation, an anticipation. Right now I'm definitely filled with a lot of these feelings, because I'm very hopeful to again be a part of this WRAP training that's in Baltimore. I also would like to give more of myself out in the community, and this is another way of being able to do that. Again, hope is a feeling of what is wanted will happen. Can you feel it inside of you? Can you see it? Yes, you can. I think you can see it. Hope is a wonderful thing to have. Let's move on with personal responsibility. What is personal responsibility? Listening, taking care of oneself, telling others how you feel, self-talk. Now I'm really trying not to rush this. I really feel rushed right now, so if I'm talking too fast or messing up my words, I'm really sorry about that. So again, personal responsibility, self-talk, telling others how you feel. You know, all of these are great ways of taking personal responsibility. And who are these things left up to? Yes, of course it's left up to you, to myself. But the great part about WRAP is that you don't have to do this alone. WRAP is a place where you can find friends, you can find yourself, and they're all ways that you're going to, these are all ways that you're going to assist yourself and support yourself well, we'll talk about support a little later. Let me get focused again. So that personal responsibility is the second key concept, and I'll take you into the third key concept, which is education. Education is not a word that I care to use a lot, only because of the way I see the word. When I think of education, I think of studying, or I think of tests, or I think of spelling, all the things that or grammar, you know, all the things that I'm really terrible at. Yes, I'm really terrible at many of these things. But the good part about this education that I'm talking about, it's about getting to know who you are. So it's not as difficult as we might think it is. So I'll give you an example. Education will be about looking at your experiences that you've had in your life. You could also compare them with experiences that others may share about. You could probably go on YouTube and punch in your diagnosis, bipolar, schizophrenia, PTSD, and you can educate yourself this way simply by listening to what they're saying. And when you relate to something, you might want to write that down on a piece of paper. You know, put it in your rap plan. It's going to be a part of you, so that later on in the future, when it's time to make choices, good choices, sound choices, you're able to look back and see what worked for this person or what worked for that person, and could this work for you? And you get a lot of that by going to support groups and listening to their personal stories also. Even if they don't have the same kind of illness as you, there's a lot of situations that go on in a person's story that you might be able to relate to. And it's a great way to meet people also. So next let's move on to support, the fourth key concept in rap. And support is, self-advocacy. Self-advocacy is power, definitely. Let me give you an example. If you have, do any of you have $10? Any of you at all have $10 in your pockets at all? Well, you know, I don't have $10 in my pocket, but that's not going to keep me from getting what I need, from obtaining what I want. Another great way to give an example of self-advocacy is to just simply come out and allow people to know how you're feeling. Hi, you know, my name's Everett, and you know, I just haven't been feeling really good lately. I just haven't been feeling like myself. I've been down, and I just don't know what's going on, and I know that I need someone to talk to about it, because it usually helps me to do that. Advocacy. See, you're advocating for yourself, and this is really healthy. The rap also shares many ways on how to take care of yourself like this, and this is just one way that you can do it, by reaching out, grabbing onto someone, say, hey, I need your help. Let's move on to the fifth key, and that would be support. Having support is very important, and you know, support is the lifeline. It's your lifeline in rap. If you're out in a boat and say you fall off, you're in the water, the boat's sailing away, you know, you don't want to just sit there and just watch the boat sail off into the beautiful sunset. Obviously, none of us would want to do that. You'd want to reach out, call, yell, wait, you know, wait for me, speak up. This is probably one of the more difficult areas in rap, but it gets you through what you need to get through. And we can't take care of ourselves all the time. Having a rap plan involves me reaching out to others that can help me and support me, especially when I'm unable to support myself. And there's been many of times that I've just give up. I don't want to work towards my wellness. But when you have support, receiving help from others in your recovery is really helpful, and it gives you a better chance of enhancing a better quality of life, building strong relationships with those around you that when you're unable to help yourself, support. This is probably one of the craziest things. I don't know how I was ever able to, I think about it over and over again, coming up with this video, making this process, allowing other people to see me, and not knowing what they think. It's a big problem for me, but not as much as it used to be. It used to be really hard. There was a time in my life that I would say people want a video of me, or people want to help me. Yeah, right. No ways. It's not possible. No one wants to help me. And that's the part about rap that I really enjoy, is that I learned that people do want to help you. And there are people out there that want to help you. And that many of my beliefs and many of my thoughts were wrong. And when I'm always constantly proving myself to me, and other people start noticing the difference in my quality of life, it really means a lot. I feel good today. I don't like that I have to make this video, but I feel good today. I want to be a part of the team. It's important to have one. I know that today it's not always about me, you know, but the ones in my life, the ones that surround me today. Today I have quite a few tools that I like to use to express myself. I like to use my Facebook page to express myself, and you guys are more than welcome to look at my Facebook page, and I just post things up that make me feel good during the day. For this past couple weeks, that's all I've been doing, and it's all because of this video that I have to make. But I'm really glad that there is a program out there for people like myself to get better and get well. And with the classes that I've helped out, the changes that I've seen in people's lives, just unbelievable. And I'm sure you can understand the same thing. While working with BJ, I've learned a lot of things. And the nice part about it is that she's real. And that's what I enjoy about this whole program, my whole recovery, is that I can be real about who I am and what I do to take care of myself and what I do to support myself and how I advocate for the clients in my mental health clinic, and the hope and joy that I can bring to others by just sharing them, just a few stories, and allowing them to figure out what's going on in their lives, maybe through me, maybe through someone else, but always learning about self. It's a great privilege. I would have never thought that in my entire life. Please allow me to be part of this group, and I thank you very much for listening to me. And I wish to see you folks up there in Baltimore. I'm not sure if I did a good job or not, but I'm glad I made it through this process, which is not an easy one. Mahalo.